All right, it's time for the semifinal series against the Provost Combines. It is Alex Makita, Adam Turnus. How you doing today?
Good. We're excited for the game tonight.
So, what did you guys do well against Delburn to sweep that series?
Yeah, they had a pretty good goaltender in the series. But we just kept coming in waves, one line after one line. I think we've got to do that tonight. It's just a lot of hard work and a lot of shooting at the goalie. So that's the plan anyway.
And your guys should have their legs tonight with some time off. Provost, they played only a few nights ago. They went the distance, 5 games into overtime. So do you think you guys have the energy and the legs tonight?
Yeah, I mean, that's a plus, right? But we know they're going to be ready. They played a good team in Cedric in the first round, and they're battle tested. So, but hopefully we can jump on them at the start. That's our plan. That's what we want to do.
And knowing Provost, what do they do well that you have to be wary of?
They got a lot of good puck-moving defensemen. So I think we got to just take their time and space away, and that's going to be the key for us for game one.
All right, good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. It's going to be a great game between the Provost Combines and the Stettler Imperials. Stettler, they swept Delburn in the first round of the Essential Senior Hockey League playoffs. And Provost, they went to the brink with the Cedric Sabres all the way to Game 5 and all the way to overtime, and it would be the Provost Combines as the victorious team to win that series and play Stettler here tonight for Game 1. We are Hometown Media Stettler, and once again, we thank you for joining us on the live stream. Hello to everyone that's from Stettler and everyone from Provost as well. Here comes the Stettler Imperials, led by the goalie and the Junior Imperial. Starting goalies tonight, Davin Matistad for the Imperials, and number 70, Brandon Deck for Provost. All right, O Canada has been sung, which means it's time to get this game going. Looking forward to this one. Game one between Stettler and Provost. Just about 70 of you watching the game right now. Don't be shy. Send us a message in our chat. And subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. It certainly helps this small media company in Stettler, Alberta. Looks like they've got things figured out. Adam Turnus, the captain, is at the face-off dot as Provost wins the face-off. And the first period is brought to you by Ampco Electric. If it's electrical, we do it. As the puck goes down into the Stettler end, over to Rost, and picked up by Provost. They get a shot towards Nadistad. Pass over to Rost. Up to Ethan Ross, who takes a bump. Back to Kistner as the Imperials start to set it up. Turnus was roughed up by Vardy. Ed sent out of the Provo zone as the Combines make a change. Up the half wall for the Combines. Puck gets trapped there and picked up by the Imperials. Back to the point, a shot off an Imperial. That was Turnus, I believe, into the opposite corner. And Kistner grabs it for the Imperials. A shot, rebound. Couple of nice saves from Deck, a loose puck. And it goes around the boards and out for an icing call as Kistner beats the Provost player to it. Puck to the right of Deck. Face off one. And sent in by the Imperials. Bit of a scrum for it. Picked up by Cassidy. Now Provost has it. Back behind the net. Off the wall and out to center. Picked up though by Kieran Rost. Now it's Cassidy to Rost. Backhand into the Provost zone. Now it's Heck. Sends it back around to Thunberg. And now the Imperials will get some fresh legs on the ice. And the puck sent out by Provost as they'll swing it into the Imperial zone. Back to the point for Provost. A shot. Hit some bodies in front. And now the Imperials to center ice. And it's going to be called a hand pass. Almost 3 minutes gone in this first period. It is brought to you by Ampco Electric. All right, puck down the ice. Tucker's there. Sends it back around Nadistad to right, who loses the puck. And a wobbly shot. And a save from Nadistad. Face-off won by the Imperials. This is the semifinal series. It's game 1. And if you're just joining us, no score to this point. Also, not too many dangerous opportunities. Both teams playing pretty well defensively. Here's a shot from Rost, and a good blocker save by Deck as he redirects it into the mesh. Provost breaks it out. Looking for Vardy. Couldn't get it to him. Now Vardy will backhand it. And Wright was there looking for some contact. A shot. And a goal from Provost. And the Combines make it 1-0. 3 minutes and 52 seconds into game 1.
Provost Combines goal, post 30 for 7 wins and worse. Assist for the lead, John Bowler, 352. Party for Bowler at 352.
And that was a goal from Vardy to give the Combines a 1-0 lead. Shots are 3-2 in favor of Stettler. Second shot on net for the Combines. Past Natastad for the lead. Stettler with it, gives it up into the slot area. And back into Provost's control. That shot hits a Combine in front, and here comes Stettler, a 3-on-2 possibility. That pass off the mark. It was picked off by Thunberg, and Thunberg has it now. And dumps it in, and picked up by the Imperials. Off the wall to Houston. Houston led the league this year in points. There's Houston again, a shot off the leg of a Provost Combine. Another shot that goes wide. And number 29 of Provost sends it out, picked up by the Imperials. Past Houston, who is more or less on his own. Sent it in. No icing apparently. And Tucker has it now. Six minutes gone in the first period, brought to you by Ampco Electric. Stettler wins the face-off. Wright will shoot it in as DeYoung chops at it. Up the wall to Vardy. Flipped out by Provost. Wright goes to his knees to block the puck take some contact in the process. Here's Hansel. Dumps it in. Stettler looking for some sustained pressure now. But Provost alleviates the little pressure that Stettler had and gets it out. Delayed offside for the Imperials. They touch up. Gives the Provost players a little bit of time to get to center ice. There's a shot. Good pad save by Nadestad, and the second shot goes behind the net. And now retrieved and picked up by the Imperials. It's Rost, and that pass just didn't connect to Fournier. Shot on, saved by Nadestad. And thanks to Josh tonight, he's on camera one. Our other cameraman had to work his other job. So Josh, this is his first time being the main camera. As Provost is giving the Imperials a little bit of trouble here in their own end. They keep it in, onside, but then the puck thrown out. Provost, they're up 1-0, and they win that faceoff and send it in deep. To the point, backhanded right back into the Imperial zone. And that one goes out of play as well, and we'll be right back after a word from our main sponsor, Stettler Boston Pizza.
At Boston Pizza, a fast lunch doesn't have to mean fast food. Now you can get a $15 lunch served in just 20 minutes, including your choice of a main, side, and drink. That's right, lunch for $15 at your local Boston Pizza.
And back to the action. Puck on to Nadestad, who sends it into the corner. $111 concurrent viewers, it says on YouTube for us. So thank you again for watching semifinal series between Provost and Stettler. Shots now 5-3 in favor of the away team, Combines. And 10:32 to go in this period, brought to you by Ampco Electric. Here's a chance for the Imperials. It's loose. And I think Deck got a piece of that to keep it out. There's a shot. And into the trapper of Brandon Deck. That one goes down for an icing call. So Stettler with a couple of good opportunities on deck a few moments ago, but the Combines goaltender stands tall and makes a couple of key saves halfway through this first period. Vardy passes it up, picked up by Cody Wright. He made a dash for it, but stolen by the Combines. And Wright's there again to steal the puck and gets it back. Stollery, pass to Fournier, loses the puck, and now the Combines will get it out, sent over to Vardy. Now into the Imperial zone. That's Kistner looking for the puck, a loose puck, and Nadestad had to be sharp. Ross takes a hit on the far side boards. Loose puck to Kistner. To the near side, chipped out by Fournier. Loose puck, picked up by Rost. Tried to make a move inside, but lost the puck. And now Provost will get it to all right, sent back in by the Imperials. Almost a lead pass opportunity for the Combines there a moment ago. Now it's center ice and beyond. Gets rubbed out. Along the boards was Martin. And DeYoung, with the Imperials chasing for it. Could have been a high sticking call there, but no whistle. Fournier picks it up off the skate of Tucker and sent in to the Combine's end. There's DeYoung. Passed out in front. Doesn't get through the defenders. But now Scottapole off the boards to Hansel. And Hansel will send it back down in deep as well. That puck into the mesh. And we'll have a whistle. After the faceoff is won by Provost. Sent in by Guthrie. Now here's Piggin. Leaves it for Walker. And back to the point, a shot. Doesn't get through. Turnus ends up on the ice. Battle for it in the Combine zone. Chopped forward, wide of the net. Guthrie will take a shot, and that one will go out of play as well. $118 watching the game. And we've added 5 subscribers tonight to our channel. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe. All you have to do is hit the little subscribe button. It'll help us out. Around to the far side. Rost is there, battling for it with a couple of Combines. Wright will take a shot. It'll deflect into the corner. And it was chipped out momentarily and kept out, but an icing call. .6:14 to go. First period. It's game 1. Behind the net was the Imperials. Rost there, can't get it out. Now it's Provost. There's a shot, saved by Nadestad. Provost, Vardy still with it in the corner. Back out in front, and Cassidy will take it over. Turn around. Get to center ice and backhanded in, but picked up by Provost. Now stolen by Cassidy. A shot. Cassidy has it almost out in front, but the puck was bouncing on him. And now Klein tried to get it to Vardy, but that went past him. Stettler able to get it. It's Kistner along the boards and out, but sent right back in by the Combines with 5 minutes to go in the first period. To the point, nicely kept in, but blocked. Here's a chance. One-on-one, Eric Ross, the shot. Deck might have made the save there, or might have went wide also, but either way, Deck able to drop on it and cover up to get the whistle. Quick whistle as the net is off. Off the face-off, picked up by Provost. That pass to Martin, just slightly off the mark, but Martin picks it up behind the net, out in front, and backhanded wide by the Combines. To the point, sent back in. Now Kistner picks it up, and Stettler will get it out of the zone. Well, it should eventually. And now they do. Missing a couple of passes as Provost ends up taking over now. Heck was there chasing after it. Looking for the loose puck. Picked up by Eric Rost. Bit of a bouncing puck as well. And Stettler fans on the puck. And a chance for Provost. Pass through the slot. They're putting the pressure on. There's a shot right on as Nadestad makes the save. There's a shot blocked in front. Now Eric Ross will pick it up, and there's 3 Imperials. Pass deflected just wide. Guthrie at the point, backhand. Turnus gets it toward the net. Now it's loose, and the Combines will chip it off the glass and out, where Guthrie will fire it back in onto Deck. And now passed up to Vardy. And the Combines, they think they were over the line, and that shouldn't have been an icing call. And the refs gather at center ice. So they will have the face-off at center ice instead. Turnus will win the face-off for the Imperials. That one fluttered down the ice. Vardy sent up and picked up by the Imperials. Walker, a shot into the glove of Brandon Deck. Right now with it, up to Cassidy. That pass off the mark. Houston was there though, and Houston will go back to pick it up and take out number 81, Ballgard, but it's out in front to the point. That pass ends up on the far side boards. A slap shot from the point doesn't get to Natastad. Another one goes wide. Just 55 seconds to go in this first frame. 1-0 Provost. Here's a chance perhaps for Rost of the Imperials. Pass to Cassidy. Scores! And 45 seconds to go in the first period. It's 1-1 after Quade Cassidy puts it past the netminder. Puck sent in. Cassidy fighting for it and ends up loose. To the point. Olsen with a shot right into the glove of Natastad. Behind the net with 8 seconds to go. Should be going to the locker room with a 1-1 tie. And we have ourselves a hockey game. Final shots on net, 9 Stettler, 8 for Provost. And we are Hometown Media Stettler, and we will be back for the second period. Go grab a snack, a pop, a brewski, and we'll see you back for period number 2. Yeah, is it actually doing that? No.
It's not actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's working fine on the actual.
Okay.
It's just going through it on yours.
It is, yeah. Let's go back into it. Ah,
You can just see it in the corner. Oh, you're able to skip a little bit there.
And welcome back to the stream, everybody. All right, second period underway. And the second period is brought to you by Stettler Brewing Company, craft beer and fresh brews. Discover local flavors at our brew house. Tie game 1-1. In the second period, it is game 1 of a 5-game series. Game 2 is tomorrow in Provost. Scratch that. It's on Sunday. I thought today was Saturday for some reason. Game 2 on Sunday. It's in the Provost end right now. Couple of collisions there in the Provost end. Sent back out, and Cody Wright will send it in. And Provost gets on the board early in the second period. And makes it 2-1 Combines. So Provost with the 2-1 lead now. Backhand, but not out by the Imperials. Another chance for the Combines, and this time Natastad makes the save, and Ross picks it up. And now Stettler tucked forward, chased by Houston, who takes a tumble into the boards. It looks like he's okay. Josh Paulgard with the leading goal. Stettler looking for it though. Cassidy, he had the first goal for the Imperials. He's on the ice. Back to Cassidy. To Houston, a shot, and that one goes wide. That one sent down the ice for an icing call. It is the second period, presented by the Stettler Brewing Company. And 130 viewers now. There's a shot by the Imperials, saved by Deck. And that one sent out of play. Guthrie tries to send it through. It didn't go, but the Imperials keep it in. Rost whiffs on that shot, but picks it up, gets it to Guthrie. Guthrie, a shot, makes it through, not on net though. Here's Ross to the point, to Guthrie. A shot, tipped, just wide. Back out in front. And a wraparound scores! And Stettler ties the game once again. Couple of great opportunities. Ends in a goal for the Imperials on their 12th shot of the night, and it's 2-2. Chipped in by Tucker. We have ourselves a penalty called. The Imperials now on the power play as the ref decides he'll drop the puck again. Cassidy picks it up on the power play, and that one, unfortunately for the Imperials, gets sent out of play. So, too many men on the ice for the Provost Combines. The Stettler has a minute 30 to work with here on the power play. Cassidy looks to set things up on the power play. That pass chipped forward and ends up on the stick of an Imperial who takes the shot. That was Houston's shot and a save by Deck. To the point for the Imperials, and the Imperials lose it, but able to take it back was Walker. A good play from Walker as that Provost player was almost set free. Backhand, not out. Walker at the point. Down low. Here's Ross. The shot tipped wide of the net by Turnus. Under a minute to go in the power play. Turnus with it. The captain of the Imperials up to Walker. Back to the captain. Rost down low. There's a bumper play to Rost, and he sends it off the side of the post. Back to the point for Rost. The shot. Rebound. Just skips over Piggins' stick. There's a shot. Oh, off the heel of the stick for Walker. And Provost able to send it down, and they have successfully killed off that too many men power play. Off the boards. Here's the Combines. Provost player. The one with the number 4 breaks his stick and then has a couple of nice plays without the stick. Back to the point. Chopek was there. Now it's Vardy to Sugar, but that will be called offside. Stettler wins the face-off. Stollery over to right. That one will go down. No icing. Rost is in the mix in the corner, near side. Picked up by Cassidy. Cassidy drops it off for Wright. Wright takes the shot into the glove of Deck, who covers up. Here's Wright at the point for the Imperials. Stollery into the corner. Quade Cassidy's there as well. Fights for it. Gets the puck back. There's a shot from Rost and a save. Shots are now 19-10 in favor of the Imperials. We have a tie hockey game. It's 2-2. Stollery picks it up at the point. The shot. Right into the crest of the Provost Combine goaltender. And we'll be right back after a message from our main sponsor, Stettler Boston Pizza.
At Boston Pizza, a fast lunch doesn't have to mean fast food. Now you can get a $15 lunch served in just 20 minutes, including your choice of a main, side, and drink. That's right, lunch for $15 at your local Boston Pizza.
And just as we were enjoying the commercial break, Stettler is in the box. It's Cody Wright, and the Combines are on the power play after a hooking call. A fumble at the blue line. Number 4 of the Combines with a new stick sends it forward, but the Imperials send it right back the other way. Around the net. Chopped forward, and here's Hansel for the Imperials. Tries to get past Provost, but can't. And Hansel doing some good work for the Imperials on the power play. There's a shot all the way around to the point. And here's a chance for Adam Curtis of the Imperials. And a nice blocker save by Deck to keep this one tied at 2. and a minute left in the Combines power play. Kistner slaps it around. Kept in by Vardy. And now stopped by goaltender Brandon Deck and behind the net. Off the boards to Trenary. Here's Vardy. Nice pass over a shot. High and wide. Final moments of the power play for the Combines. There's a shot off the side of the net. Now a chance. Saved by Nattestad, and Stettler can't get it out. Back to the point, a shot. Goes wide, and Stettler able to get it off the boards and down the ice. And they have killed the power play for the Combines. Ross chips it back to Guthrie, off the boards to Cassidy. And there was a potential 2-on-1 opportunity for Rost and Houston, but they couldn't quite connect on the pass. There's a shot by Guthrie all the way around. King will chase it for the Imperials. Gets harassed behind the net. Now Houston takes over. To Rost, now to Cassidy. Makes a move inside. Here's Cassidy. And Cassidy will get hooked. And it'll be a power play upcoming for the Imperials. Behind the net, and now Stettler goes to the box, and it'll be 4-on-4. And as they send the guys to the box, we'll take a look at Adam Turnus's great opportunity. Great opportunity for Turnus there earlier, but to no avail. It's still 2-2. There's a shot forward, and now picked up by Piggin. Piggin had it, and that's Stollery. Now to Rost at the point.
Provost Combines penalty number 7, David Luger, 2 minutes for hooking, timeout 30.
Here's Rost at the point. Stollery shot. Stick save by Deck. Stettler looking for maybe more penalties. None are coming at this moment in time. But here's Provost. Still 4-on-4. Now kept in by Provost. Shot forward, Ross grabs it behind the net. And chipped by a Provost player, so no icing. There's Houston. Passed up to the captain of Provost, Tanner Fleck, and sent into the Imperials' end. But now it's picked up by Kistner of the Imperials to Quade Cassidy. Chips it forward. And retrieved by Fleck. That pass off the mark. Puck ends up at the doorstep of Nattestad, who covers up. .6:48 to go in the second period, brought to you by Stettler Brewing Company. Up the half wall on the far side and sent forward. Now it's Stettler with it, but that one gets chipped out of play. And they just announced the number for the shoot to win. Make sure to join us in the second intermission for that shoot to win. We'll see if someone can win over $2,000 today. Here's an opportunity for the Imperials. Nice move. And Stettler wanted a penalty, a trip there. So did Walker, to no avail. There's a shot by Turnus high and over the corner of the net. Kept in though by the Imperials. Pass forward. Here's Provost, a shot. That was Rennie with the shot, but it was a weak one. It went wide. Backhand by Provost doesn't get through. Ross forward, can't quite get it to Houston. As Provost gets that one in deep. There's a chance for Provost. Covered up. That was Paul Guard in front of the net with an opportunity in close. Couldn't get it past the Imperials netminder. .456 to go in the second period, presented by the Stettler Brewing Company. They're always selling cold ones here at the Stettler Rec Center for the Imperials games. Provost. They lose the puck as Rost sends it back in. Defenseman to defenseman. That third pass goes awry, and it will be an icing call. And 172 of you watching the stream right now. By far our highest viewed stream this season. No surprise, though, this is the semifinal series in the East Central Senior Hockey League between the Provost Combines and the Stettler Imperials. This is game one. Ross there battling. Flipped out by the Combines. Now back into the Imperials' end. That pass gets to Turnus. Turnus will try to get it in front of the net, but it hit a Provost Combine. Now it's picked up by Wright. There's a pass forward. Hits right in the midsection, goes wide. Walker to right and a whistle. Net is off again. 3:49 to go. In the corner, find the net and sent forward by Provost. Can't get it out though. Here's a shot. Kick save by Deck, who had to be sharp on that one. Back behind the net again. Quick scrum picked up by Turnus. Back to the point. There's a shot. Save, rebound picked up by Provost and sent out. And that would call that a bit of a late hit, wouldn't you? Kistner obviously not appreciative of that contact. That contact was just a touch late, I would say. And a Combine will go to the box, and it will be an Imperials power play. Ref says you can't hit that late after the whistle. All right, Stettler on the power play to Stollery. Nice pass to Houston at the half wall. Passed over, tipped toward the net. Deck is there, can't cover up. Houston. And another big save by Deck to keep it 2-2. Here's Houston, a shot, it goes wide. Ross gets roughed up at the boards. He felt that one as he falls to the ice. That one goes high and out of play. Shots 26-14 in favor of the home team. And they are on the power play for 1 minute and 17 longer. Once again, thanks to everyone who has tuned into the stream tonight. Nearing 200 viewers. And we have ourselves a nice crowd here at the Rec Center tonight as well. As Stettler looking to take the lead on the power play. There's a shot, scores! And they do, in fact, take the lead. Passed over to Piggin, who fires it home. All right, Piggin from Roston Walker. Here's Cassidy, who fires it over the net. Back to the Imperials. That one gets through and saved by Deck. Good defensive play by Wright, who stops that opportunity. Now an Imperial player with a shot. Rebound sent out of the zone for the Combines. Nearing a minute left in the second period.
Last minute play in the second period.
Provost loses it. Walker grabs it for the Imperials. Makes a move inside, outside, and then takes a hit along the boards. Loses the puck. Kept in by Stollery. Steered away by Brandon Deck. That wraparound doesn't work this time for the Imperials, and it's sent out by the Combines. Only 15 seconds to go in the period. Here's a shot. Hits a skate and wide. And Stettler's going to be getting a penalty, as you saw there, a high stick. Back to the point. There's a shot. Whiffed on by a Combine. And that will do it. The buzzer sounds. And the Combines are down 3-2 to end the second period. But they are on the power play to start the third. We'll be back for the shoot to win and then the third period of play for game one between Provost and Stettler. We are hometown media Stettler. We'll be back. All right, we're back momentarily. And I did fix that graphic that said Delburn instead of Provost. Let's see if this individual, Carver Shingoose, there's the shot, and it's wide. That's puck number 1. Let's see how puck number 2 goes. There's puck number 2, just to the right of one of those holes. And we'll be back. All right, time for the third period. As the Combines start the period on the power play. And the third period is brought to you by Daimai Oilfield Services Limited for all your maintenance and construction needs. To center ice are the Combines on the power play. Back to the point. That shot high glove side and goes wide on Nattestad. Maybe a chance for the Imperials. It is picked up. It's 1-on-1. Turnus gets a shot and it goes glove side wide of the net. There's Klein for Provost, drops it off. There's a shot, rebound, stopped in front. Turnus has it, and Turnus will get it out with 40 seconds left to kill on this Provost Combines power play. Drop back. That pass just off the mark, and they'll beat out the icing call. They have 7 seconds left to work with, and a shot is swallowed up by Nadestad. Imperials send the puck all the way down. And they do have the lead on this one. And the shot's 30-16 in favor of the Imperials. Game 1 in the balance here. As Wright passes it forward to Rost. Cassidy's there, tried to chip it back, but it ends up going towards Scottapole and out of the zone. And Nadestad with a nice save. It's at the point, a shot deflects wide, ends up to Nadestad, who covers up. And thank you to VSF Capital Structuring for joining us this round of the playoffs. Now it's Piggin who gets it out to center ice and sent right back in by Provost Chopek. Back to the point. Sent around to the near side half wall. Stettler can't get it out. It's Klein with it, who sends it forward off of the back of an Imperial, now out of the Imperials' end. Pass up to Ethan Rost. Takes a shot. Rebound from Eric Rost. Can't get it toward the net. Face off in front of the Combines bench. And that face off Had the puck sent all the way down the ice. Chipped in by the captain. .35 to go in the third period, brought to you by Dymai Oilfield Services Limited. There's Guthrie in the corner. Stettler can't get it out. Up to Eric Rost, 2-on-2. There's a shot. Good save by Brandon Deck. Provost will get it forward. That pass is off the mark. Ends up in the hands of Stettler again as they send it back in. Up the boards to Rennie now. Provost behind the net. Stolen by the Imperials. Back to the point, and a shot saved by Natastad. Rost whiffs on the pass a little bit. The puck ends up on the stick of the Combines, who will shovel it into the Imperials' end. Vardy is there. Now Cassidy gets it out. And Kistner controls the puck off the boards to Houston. Chipped forward by the Imperials onto the stick of Cassidy, who gets a shot. A nice glove save by Deck, who gets a stick on it and throws it in the corner, and eventually the puck will get flipped out of play. Kistner keeps it in. Out in front, through the slot, back to Kistner. King will hold it in. Back to Cassidy. Takes a shot. Might have been looking for Houston there. But now, Provost tried to get it through a wall of Imperials, picked up by the Imperials themselves. Kistner has a shot off the blocker, and now retrieved by Provost, who gets the puck sticked off and checked off the stick. Now down the ice, and a quick icing call, and it'll go to the Imperials' end. Puck passed over to Piggin. Turnus waits. Now Piggin, a shot, doesn't get through. A backhand by Walker goes through the crease and picked up by Provost. Back to Sugar. And now flipped out by number 71, Vardy. Stollery for the Imperials, evading a check. That backhand pass connects, and there's a shot, blockered away. Now a chance, there's a shot. Fleck, a shot right into the glove of Davin Nadistad. .12:06 to go in the third period, brought to you by Daimai Oilfield Services Limited. There's a shot. And another good glove hand by Nadistad. Off the glass, Rost of the Imperials is chasing after it. And a big hit there from Eric Rost. Now off the boards, back to the Imperials player Guthrie, who will have no problem sending that in deep in the Provost Combines end. Hansel takes it now to DeYoung of the Imperials. That pass doesn't get through, as number 4 of Provost has had a bit of a rough shift as the puck gets backhand out of play. Ref takes a spill on the ice. He looks like he's okay. I think he's okay. Hasn't got up quite yet. He's on one knee. Now the ref's up. Good to see. And once again, bad news to report, as the hometown media crew here didn't win the 50-50 again. And thank you for everyone who's watching. We just have reached over 200 viewers that are currently watching it right now. While they figure it out, we will be back after a word from our main sponsor, Stettler Boston Pizza.
At Boston Pizza, a fast lunch doesn't have to mean fast food. Now you can get a $15 lunch served in just 20 minutes, including your choice of a main, side, and drink. That's right, lunch for $15 at your local Boston Pizza.
Well, the 30-second commercial break wasn't quite long enough to figure things out. Provost off the boards. Cassidy will pick it up and send it over to Kistner. feeds it up. Here's a chance for Provost, and a shot just goes wide. Stollery battles for it. So does Piggin. Now to right. Picked up by a Combine. Back to the point. Fed right back into the Imperials' end. Klein is there and grabs it for the Combines. And sent back in. Paul Guard. That one goes through the slot. There was no Combine there. Vardy back to the point. It's Olsen, a shot and saved by Nadestad. They'll blow the whistle and do the face-off over again here. Provost wins the face-off. Back to the point, a shot, deflects high and wide into the mesh. 9:22 to go in the third period, and it is brought to you by Dymai Oilfield Services Limited. There's a shot, looking for the tip. Missed on it, and Eric Rost is there. The Imperials send it in. A wide gap on shots, 37 for the Imperials, 23 for the Combines. Stettler only leads by one, still anyone's game with 8:55 to go. That one chipped in by the Combines. Guthrie of the Imperials will collect it. Picked up by Scottapole, who will get to Eric Rost. That pass gets picked off by Olsen, and it's in the far side corner now. Behind the net. Double team on the Provost player there. Now a shot. There's a rebound. Guthrie picks it up. Tucker now looking for the lead pass. And DeYoung does get there first and chops it down the ice. Olsen throws it forward right on the stick of Kistner. And Kistner will have it go into the mesh here at the Stettler Rec Center. Off the boards to center ice and backhanded in by the Combines. We're down by one goal in game one of this 5-game East Central Senior Hockey League semifinal series. Cassidy gets it forward, maybe a 2-on-1, but Rost will fire it. blocker side and give the Imperials a 2-goal lead. The Imperials looking for more, but it is picked up by Provost, now down 2. That one ends up at the doorstep of Nadestad, who picks it up with the glove and gets a whistle with 7:03 to go. Stettler Imperials with a 2-goal lead now. Walker, a shot and a save by Brandon Deck. 39th shot for the Imperials tonight. To center ice and sent in by Provost, but up the boards, picked up by Walker, who can't get the pass over to Piggin. Now right, backhand, Provost will collect. That pass by Provost, also off the mark and an icing call. Face off to the right of Deck. Game 1, Stettler sees themselves with a 2-goal lead. Here's Stollery for the Imperials. Up the ice, Rost. To Ethan Rost, took a bit of a hook. Now backhand and covered up. Rost and Paulgard there with some pretty good contact behind to the right of Brandon Deck. Now picked up by Ethan Rost. Fired all the way around. And off the blocker, and it stays in play. Out in front, a shot. Nadestad might have just got a piece of it. Here's Vardy. Houston grabs the loose puck, though, and will backhand it down. And Rost will beat out the icing call. Stolen by Cassidy, who takes a check. Kistner to King. And chipped in. Not deep, but Cassidy ends up with the puck again. Fires it in. Tucker touches up on the icing. Offside, I mean. And now the Combines with possession. Kistner, he goes and grabs the puck. Fired in by Olsen. And now another puck that will hit the ceiling here at the Stettler Rec Center. Four minutes to go in game one. Stettler, they get it out, and it's Piggin who will fire it in. There's Piggin with it again. Around the boards. Grabbed by Olsen, who turns away. And Piggin will get possession at center ice and try to get it to Turnus, but that one will go too far. And they'll rim it around and out of their zone. Pass up and sent in, and Paul Guard gives chase. Can't get a good shot onto Nattestad. Rost looks for Ethan Rost, who couldn't get the tip on net. Vardy will backhand it in. Back to the point. There's a tip on net, but it goes wide. Rost to Fournier, couldn't collect the pass cleanly, so it ends up back in the Imperial zone until it's fired out for an icing call. 2:16 to go. 2:14 rather. 41 shots for the Imperials, 26 for Provost. Stettler leads 4-2 in game one. They're looking to pull Brandon Deck at any moment here. And there goes the goalie. Might be bad timing as the Imperials just grabbed the puck, but Provost has it now. And a too many men on the ice penalty, I believe. So Provost, when pulling the goalie, ended up with too many men on the ice, one way or another. And a bad time to take that call, being down 2. Minute 41 to go, back to Stollery. Here's Rost on the power play. Back to Stollery, a shot, save, rebound, collected by Houston. Back to the point. Here's Houston to Stollery, a shot, deflects and hits the glass behind Brandon Deck. Fired out with just over a minute to go in the hockey game. .38 seconds to go on the Stettler man advantage. Here's Turnus. Takes a hook. No call on the ice. There's a shot. Wide and corrals around to Rost at the point. 20 seconds to go. Stettler is going to take game 1 of the 5-game series. 4 games to 2. 4 goals to 2 as the clock winds down. And that will do it. The buzzer sounds. And the Stettler crowd and the Stettler Imperials will go home satisfied tonight, taking a 1-0 series lead. And they will go to Provost game 2 on Sunday, March 1st at 4:30 puck drop. Final shots on goal, 41 for the Imperials, 26 for Provost. We are Hometown Media Stettler, and we will see you for game 3 back here in Stettler on March 6th. Until then, if you're going to the game tomorrow, or Sunday, I keep thinking tomorrow, Sunday. But either way, game 2 is on Sunday. If you're going to the game, have a safe drive out there. Enjoy game 2, and we will talk to you for game 3 back here in Stettler at the Rec Center. Have a great weekend. Talk soon.